Roger and Michelle, living our dream of a live-aboard life. We flew to Greece, bought a Jeannot Sun Odyssey 45, and named her Sea of Gold. So here we are, sailing Sea of Gold and taking on the Mediterranean. Snow? Boy, have we been in it. To catch you up, we've spent the winter in our hometown of Ottawa, Canada. And this winter has been one of the coldest we can remember. Here's just a snippet of what we've been up to.
When the lake's full of snow, you can't boat on it. Next best thing, snowmobile on it. Yahtzee!
As the seasons changed and the snow disappeared, the spring melt posed some flood risk to our neighbors, an opportunity for us to give back and lend a hand sandbagging. The warmer temps and lake views without the ice were definitely welcomed. Before saying goodbye, packing up, and returning to Greece for Season 3 of Sailing Sea of Gold. In this episode, we do some spring cleaning, provisioning, and pre-launch jobs. We change our engine hours display and finally know just how many hours are on our engine. And down comes our mast. Athens has a great public transit system. We are taking a metro train directly from the airport to the port of Piraeus, where we will catch our ferry to Egina. You know, when we get to the boat, this isn't going to be all moldy inside. Will it smell? Did we have like a bug infestation? Did birds crap all over it? It's been 6 months since we've been here, so 6 months away from the boat.
My guess is going to be fine.
Let's find out.
Well, there's a little bit of sand accumulated in different spots on the boat, but all in all, not bad.
The Saharan desert sand just finds its way into every nook and cranny. Look at all this. And that is why a Swiffer sheet is like my number one favorite cleaning tool. There were two things that surprised me coming back to the boat, or being away for 6 months and coming back. One was the Saharan desert sand.
Blows all the way from Africa.
It does. There's a lot of it. Well, there wasn't a lot of it, but where it did accumulate, a lot accumulated. I expected dust. 6 months of dust was what we had. So hence my Swiffer sheets. Love those Swiffer sheets. They work on the dust. They might not have worked on my chute, but they work on the dust.
Yeah.
The second thing that surprised me was all my cutlery, my my stainless steel salad bowl and serving tray, all of it had spots of rust on it. That really surprised me. This isn't the first time we boat in salt water. So I didn't expect that. Now, I did contact the company, and they were really good about it.
Well, they were willing to return it, but it would cost us way more than the cutlery is worth to get to the store to return it. We always like nice fresh water, nice clean water, so replacing the old filter with a new filter.
Nice.
So this is one of the cushions that was vacuum sealed to make it a little bit smaller, but now let's see how big this puppy gets. I hope it recovers.
I expected it to recover faster.
Okay. I'm really sure the heat will take care of that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's open them all up and let them breathe.
So I'm going to be starting the boat on the hard. They have a device that attaches to the outside of the hull that feeds water to the engine. I don't have that device. So instead, I disconnected the hose for the engine intake, added what I could find, another hose onto it. I'll put this hose into the bucket. We'll fill that bucket full of water, keep it topped up while the engine is running, and that should suffice. It'd be a lot easier with that device, though. I just can't find one yet. Well, I'm glad the engine started quickly. Sounded good. But now the big test is I changed the oil, I changed the filter, a little old gasket in the filter assembly. Hopefully that's not leaking. The big reveal.
Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh.
I do not see oil, I do not see anything.
That looks so good.
Okay, one last check is check the oil. Because after an oil change, we'll see if it's full. It's just a little high, so I'm going to suck a little bit of oil out of there. Make sure we don't blow shit up. Nope, that's a one-time use for this crap.
Oh, you're kidding me.
My oil extraction pump stopped working. I got one use, just the rubber seal inside just disintegrated, so I had to figure out a way of just getting a little bit. I overfilled it just a little too much, so I put this Tupperware container underneath the filter, unscrewed the filter, let out some oil, tightened it up again, and now we are at the appropriate level. Mission accomplished. Last of the engine checks before dumping in the water is to make sure the sea strainer isn't clogged with plastic from the Mediterranean usually, or weeds, and it is crystal clean. I took the RPM meter off because the LED display in there, or LCD display, is not working. So when I was in Canada, I ordered one that was supposed to fit this boat, but I'm looking at the size of that screen versus the size of that screen, and it doesn't quite look the same. But I'm going to open it up to see if it's really smaller than that or what's going on. So what you need, essential tool, is a Torx wrench, and the size is 10, so a T10 Torx fits all the little screws that you have to take off.
God, don't break that. Gentle. Oh, wow. Okay. So clean under there. That's good. Okay. Oh, my.
So this is the screen. This screen we're replacing. I'm having difficulty getting that screen out because it's held in place by two-sided tape, apparently. There was silicone covering this via manufacturing process, and I consulted YouTube University, and they suggested get rid of that silicone because it tends to short out the screen. So clean it all up and then plug it in and see if that actually fixes it before having disassemble everything. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Nope. All I'm doing is squishing these plastic bits together.
Okay, but yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. You might have figured it out, hon.
Okay, it looks like, oh, look at that. Same size. So it's best to use plastic when dealing with all this stuff. And I bought a few years ago, I bought a iPhone battery changing toolkit. So it came with a few plastic pry bars and tweezers. So that's what I'm using to get, hopefully, to get this out in one piece. Oh, but I just broke the tool.
Oh my gosh, you got it. You're getting it. Wow, honey. Yeah.
I had a little bit of double-sided tape here, so I put a little strip on the back of the new screen and just slid it through. Don't press too hard. And now she's stuck in there. Reassembly time. Okay. So a little tab on the faceplate and a little bump on here, and that's how you line up.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Yeah, I did see that. Very nice. Okay. Doesn't go the other way.
It goes this way. There is a stop. So if I just push this right on like that,
Yeah.
there's a stop. It's not going down to 0.
Okay.
So it's going to start that, so it'll be idling about here.
Okay.
So you just take it and you just work against that stop until you reach 0.
Okay.
And now it's zeroed out. And a little protective cap on there. This ribbon is sticking out, so when you put this cap back on, it's going to catch that. So I'm just going to be careful when I put the case back on. I'm just going to be careful that that doesn't get jammed here. Oh, there's a little tab.
Oh, nice.
And that. And this rubber gasket is to keep the water out.
Important.
And I was going to cut my fingernails, but thankfully I didn't. You need to do this job, I highly recommend you grow your nails just a little bit more, because it is essential. Okay, now we'll just put the screws in the back and put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I'm going to assume it works, but ideally, before assembly, you just take the unit back up, plug it in to make sure it works.
Well,
but since I'm this far, I am going to make the assumption that I did a good job and it's going to work. So it's 3177 hours on the engine.
yeah.
The previous owner guesstimated, because it wasn't working, guesstimated 3,000 hours. We put 100 and, I forget exactly, 140 hours or so, and it's at 3177. So he was pretty bang on. I was afraid that
I was afraid too.
that was going to show like 6,000. At least it's 3,000.
Oh, that's
All
good
right.
news. Good job, hon.
Take it off the list.
Returning to the boat after 6 months has been a pleasure. A real positive experience.
It has.
We can report no smell, like no mold, no mildew. It was dry in the boat.
Yeah.
Really good news. We boat in North America. We come from boating in North America, and there you can't just leave a boat for 6 months without taking precautions against mold and mildew.
Because it's over the winter and it's very damp, and you don't have all the windows open because it'll get full of snow. So if it's an enclosed space with a damp environment, there's going to be mildew.
Yeah, so none of that here. Like, super happy about that.
Yeah.
No bug infestation while we were gone.
Nice.
No sign of any bugs, actually dead or alive, in the boat. So that's great news.
Yeah.
And what's the third thing? Oh, the birds. I don't know where they crap, but it wasn't on our boat. So that's awesome, awesome news.
We went up and down that ladder, I don't know how many times, stocking the boat for this upcoming seasons of food and stores that we needed. And I guess tomorrow, being Friday, May 9th, 10th, whatever.
Something like that.
Whatever the Friday is. The crane is coming to demast or unstep.
Dismast us. Unstep.
Unstep. We have to get this jargon down.
Masih 20 lira.
If penetrating oil, brute force, and heat doesn't work, this is the go-to guy. So there's a few things I've learned taking down the mast, things I didn't know about. The first thing was I was taking the boom bang off. I didn't know it was preloaded, sprung preloaded, so I was punching out the pin at the top, and it was so hard to get out, and I'm moving the boom, and then finally it came out, went ding off the boat. Thankfully we're on the hard, so just be mindful it's spring loaded. The other thing is the boom looks massive. It's probably at least 3 meters long, and just looks heavy, but it's not. 20 kilos at most. So that was I had, both ends supported with halyards and thinking it was going to be this heavy thing, but it wasn't. So that's good news. The last thing I learned was the base plate. I didn't know if I needed to unbolt that to take the mast off. Well, you don't have to. The mast just sits on top of that thing. It's the stays that keep it in place. And it's a good thing that we got the mast down, because he found a few things that were otherwise not visible. The boom bang had some corrosion right through. It was like just a total gap in the outside shell of the boom bang, and that was corrosion from the steel spring inside. Apparently it happens all the time, so he's going to fix that for me. Another thing, in the boom itself where the reefing lines go, I have 4 pulleys. 3 were broken, disintegrated, so that's why the reefing system wasn't working all that smoothly. The top of the mast, there was a bolt. Whoever installed the wind bang on it bolted through the top, and the bolt went into the groove where the pulley is, where the rope goes through. So at any time, that rope could have been ripped to shreds. So everything went without a hitch. Now the mast is lying on the ground, and we have about a week to kill, so might as well do some exploring. Let's go to Money Island and the famous peacocks.
Tune in next time to see our mast go back up and our journey to Greece's beautiful Cyclades Islands.